Welcome to class, everyone. I'm so glad you're joining us for today's explainer. We're going to do something a little different today. We're actually going on a virtual field trip. We're taking a journey straight into the heart of the internet to visit the digital post office. Now, whether you're setting up your very first account or you just want to peek behind the curtain to see how this digital world actually operates, well, you're in exactly the right place. So, settle in, grab your digital permission slips, and let's unlock a brand new skill together. All right, let's kick things off with a pretty big question. How do you send a letter across the entire world in literally 1 second? I mean, back in the day, we had to rely on, ships, planes, and mail carriers walking the neighborhood streets. It could actually take weeks. But today, thanks to the absolute magic of digital communication, a paper airplane basically transforms into this instant digital message. Okay, let's dive into this and see exactly how this magic trick really works. To pull off that magic trick, you need an email address. Just think of it as your own personal, completely free digital P.O. box floating right up there in the cloud. Imagine the regular, traditional post office building down the street from you. To safely get important letters or, say, business packages, you need a personal box number that uniquely belongs to you, right? Well, in our digital world, an email address is exactly that. Whether you're a 4-year-old logging into interactive school games or a 50-year-old launching a brand new business, this address is basically your official digital identity card.
So let's pretend we're taking a stroll down the digital main street of our neighborhood. Before we can open our box, we have to pick our building. Just like you have different courier companies or banks in your real city, you get to choose exactly where to set up your digital mailbox. Let's step right up and see what our options are.
Right here on Main Street, we've got 3 main storefronts to choose from. First up, there's Gmail, created by Google. It is incredibly popular and kind of acts like a master key if you use an Android smartphone. Next, we have Outlook by Microsoft, which is super popular in the business and professional world. And finally, Yahoo Mail, a timeless, really dependable standard. But here is the absolute coolest part, the secret superpower they all share. They can all seamlessly talk to each other. So, a student using Yahoo can send a homework assignment to a teacher using Gmail all the way across the globe in literally less than a second. It honestly doesn't matter which storefront you pick. They're all hooked into the exact same magical postal network. All right, eyes on the chalkboard for a second. Just like learning to read a sentence for the very first time, a professional email address has a specific visual anatomy, and it has to go in the exact right order. First up, on the left side, you've got your unique username. That's your identity, like Ibrahim.Mohammed2026. Then, smack in the middle, we have the @sign. Following that is the service provider, like Gmail. And finally, on the far right, the domain extension, like .com. Let's actually break down the trickiest part of this digital sentence next. I really want to slow down for a second here because this is a brand new vocabulary word for a lot of beginners. The @ symbol. You simply pronounce it @. Think of this little symbol as the bridge connecting the 2 sides of your digital town. It literally tells the internet that your unique name is located at your chosen storefront. So Abraham is at Gmail. It's a tiny symbol, sure, but man, it does a massive amount of heavy lifting to make absolutely sure your mail never gets lost. Okay, class. So how do we actually get one of these? The registration process follows 3 golden steps, and this is true whether you're on a smartphone or a giant desktop PC. Step 1, choose your username. Step 2, set your password. And Step 3, provide your mobile number. Let's walk through each of these together so you know exactly what to do when you try this out yourself. For Step 1, choosing your username, you really want to put your best foot forward. Remember, this is your public address. Now, if you have a pretty common name, there's a really good chance someone else has already claimed it at the digital post office. But hey, don't worry. If your name is taken, you just add meaningful numbers or periods to keep your address looking clean and professional. For example, Ibrahim.M2026 is a fantastic choice. You definitely want to avoid casual, dated handles or super confusing strings of text. You want people to easily spell it when they're trying to write to you, right? All right, let's move on to Step 2. This is our security key, basically our password. And I want to slow down again because this is absolutely vital. Setting up a strong password is exactly like putting a heavy-duty solid steel padlock right on your physical mailbox. I mean, you wouldn't want just anyone opening your box and reading your private letters, would you? Obviously not. So the big question is, how do we build that master lock to keep the bad guys out? The golden rules are super simple. You need a mix of uppercase capital letters and lowercase letters. You gotta have numbers. And you need symbols, like a hashtag or an exclamation mark. Doing this makes your lock incredibly hard to pick. And listen up, because here is a strict rule from your teacher: never use your birth year. And absolutely never use simple sequences like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, that's just like leaving the keys sitting right in the lock. And finally, we have step 3, linking an active mobile number. Now, sometimes my students ask, why do I need to give them my phone number? Well, think of it as your safety net. We're all human, right? Sometimes we lose our keys and forget our passwords. By linking your phone number, the post office can send a special temporary code straight to your hand. It's just ensuring you can safely and securely recover your account and get right back inside. Fantastic job, class. We have officially unlocked the front door. We've got our username, our lock is secure, and our safety net is totally in place. So, let's step inside our brand new digital house. Let's master the interior. Believe it or not, there are really only 3 essential areas inside your account that you need to understand to become a true digital communications expert. The very first area is the inbox. Think of the inbox as your digital front porch. This is the centralized hub where all your incoming letters, documents, and packages just wait patiently for you to open them. Now, the golden rule here is simple. Check your digital front porch regularly. Whether it's a note from a friend, a school update, or an exciting new business opportunity, you definitely don't want those letters piling up unread. The second area is the Sent Mail folder. I absolutely love this feature because it offers so much peace of mind. Think about it. In the real world, once you drop a letter in a mailbox, poof, it's gone. You just have to remember what you wrote. But in the digital post office, the Sent Mail folder keeps an absolute perfect copy of every single letter you ever dispatch. You'll literally never lose track of what you said or when you said it. It's automatically filed away for you. How cool is that? And the third essential spot is compose mode. Whenever you're ready to write a fresh letter yourself, you look for the compose button. It's usually shaped like a little pencil or maybe a big plus sign. Clicking that opens up a blank creation screen. Oh, and remember this super important tip? Whenever you compose a new message, always add a clear subject line at the very top. It acts as a quick summary of your message, so the person receiving it knows exactly what your letter is about before they even open it. Wow, just look at how far we've come on this field trip. Consider this blueprint your actionable takeaway guide. It perfectly lines up the core areas of the digital post office with what they actually mean, plus the golden rules for using them safely. We've got our username, our security key, our inbox, and our compose mode. I think this summary just proves exactly how structured and, honestly, how easy to learn digital literacy can really be. And well, that brings us to the end of today's lesson, which means it's time for some homework. But don't worry, I promise this is the fun kind. Are you ready to launch a browser tab, claim your professional name today, and get connected? It really is that simple. I want you to take the exact steps we learned today, head to one of those storefronts we talked about, and set up your very first email address. You have all the tools you need now to join the global digital conversation. Class dismissed. Get out there, set up your address, and ask yourself, who will be the very first person across the entire globe to receive a digital letter from you?